We're living in this incredible era of biological data. I mean, every single day, scientists are decoding the genetic blueprints of new organisms, and it's creating this library of life that's just growing at an insane rate. But look, having a library is one thing. Knowing how to find the right book, or heck, even the right sentence in that book, is a whole different challenge. So how do we make sense of it all?
I want you to imagine trying to find one specific, unique sentence in a library that contains every book ever written. Seriously, think about that. That's pretty much the scale of the problem biologists are up against. They might have a brand new, totally unknown sequence of DNA, and all its secrets are just locked away inside. To understand it, they have to find its relatives, its lookalikes, somewhere in this massive global database of genetic code.
And the scale? It's just staggering. This number you're seeing, over 200 million, that's the number of sequences in just one of the major public databases. It's a colossal amount of information, a true data flood. Trying to search through this by hand? Literally impossible. We need a special kind of search engine for this job. So when you're faced with this absolute mountain of data, the scientific goal is actually pretty simple and kind of elegant. It's not just about finding a needle in a haystack. It's about understanding the entire haystack by seeing how the pieces fit together. It all comes down to comparison, finding those connections and patterns hidden deep inside the code. But why compare? What's the big deal? Well, in genetics, similarity implies function. It's a huge clue. If you discover a brand new gene in, say, a butterfly, and it looks remarkably similar to a known gene that helps a bee navigate, well, all of a sudden, you have a powerful idea about what your butterfly gene might do. Comparison is the magic step that turns all that raw data into actual biological insight. To tackle this, we need a search tool that's powerful enough to sift through billions and billions of letters of genetic code, and do it almost instantly. We need a kind of digital detective, a tool so fundamental to modern biology that it's used thousands and thousands of times a day by researchers all over the world. Honestly, this is the absolute best way to get it. A scientist has a query sequence, that's their piece of unknown DNA or protein, and they literally copy and paste it into a search box. In just moments, this tool scans that massive library of life and comes back with a ranked list of the closest matches it found. It is, quite simply, the search engine for the code of life. And this amazing tool is called BLAST. It stands for Basic Local Alignment Search Tool. Now, the name itself tells a story. That phrase, local alignment, is totally key. It means BLAST is brilliant at finding these small, shared regions of high similarity, which can be incredibly meaningful, even if the two sequences overall look really different.
So this raises a huge question, right? How on earth does it do this so quickly? Comparing every letter of your query to every letter in a database with 200 million sequences, that should take forever. The answer lies in a really, really clever shortcut. It's a concept known as a heuristic.
And the difference is just night and day. The brute force method is like reading two entire encyclopedias, line by line, just to see if they match. Sure, it's thorough, but it's painfully and practically slow. BLAST's heuristic approach is so much smarter. Instead of reading every single line, it just quickly scans for short, identical words first. It works on this powerful assumption that any really important long match must contain at least a few of these little perfect matches. It's a game changer.
It all boils down to this brilliant three-step dance. First up, seed. So imagine your mystery sequence is a long sentence. BLAST just breaks it up into tiny 3- or 4-letter words. Simple. Second, find. Then it bleezes through the entire genetic library, not reading everything, but just scanning for those exact little words. This is the lightning-fast part. Finally, and this is the most important part, extend. Only when it gets a hit on one of those words does it actually stop and investigate. It starts extending outwards from that tiny match to see if it's part of a much longer, more significant alignment. So it only focuses its heavy-duty effort where it's most likely to find a real result. Smart, right? Look, understanding the clever algorithm is one thing, but the real story here is its impact. This tool isn't just a cool piece of code. It's a discovery engine that has completely changed how we do biology. It turned the tide in our quest to actually understand the book of life. So to put it all together in a nice, neat package, BLAST is a heuristic algorithm, which, remember, means it uses a smart shortcut to rapidly find these regions of local similarity. It is the essential tool for making meaningful comparisons in this gigantic world of genetic data. And its applications are just incredible.
Scientists use it every day to predict the function of a newly discovered gene. They use it to piece together the tree of life, seeing how different species are related at a molecular level. It's used out in the field to identify an unknown organism from just a water sample. And in medicine, to see if a tiny change in a patient's DNA is a known mutation that's linked to a disease. It's everywhere.
And ultimately, that's the true power of BLAST. Before this tool, genomics was kind of like having a dictionary with no definitions. We had all the words, the sequences, but we had very little understanding of what they meant. BLAST provides the context. It's the bridge that connects a long string of letters to its actual biological meaning, turning that flood of data into real, actionable knowledge. The development of BLAST was a monumental leap forward in our ability to read the book of life. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? As our computational tools get even more powerful and our databases get even bigger, what currently unreadable chapters of biology will we finally be able to understand? What secrets are just sitting there, waiting for the next great search tool to find them?